Hello everybody, it's Gloria, Gigi the Crochet Queen, and welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial will be on that beautiful hooded scarf. I found this pattern on YouTube, and it's the Crochet YouTube channel. And I believe I may be messing up her name, but it's Sehami EL Banhawy. So you can look her up. I will definitely leave all of the information to this tutorial. I watched the video of this tutorial and I did not know that it was in English. So I pretty much watched the video and guessed on like the amount of stitches to chain, and luckily for me I was correct. So it's not a hard video to follow if you don't want to do the closed captioning, and I am going to show you how it is done. She calls it a crochet hooded scarf, a hooded cowl, and I just call it a crochet hooded turtleneck scarf. So either way, this is my version. I did it using, the first time I did it, I used Lionbrand, not Lionbrand, Caron Simply Soft. And today I will be using the Feel Like Butter, Lionbrand Feel Like Butter. This is a 4 medium weight yarn. And the color is pink. It is 590 yards, and I believe that should be enough to make this hooded scarf. And I like this Feel Like Butter, so we are going to go with that. And you will need an H hook. I hope you can see it. Oh, I had turned the wrong way. But you'll need an H hook, 5.0 millimeter hook, and you will also need a J hook, which is the 6.0 millimeter hook, and a pair of scissors, and you'll also need a yarn needle to sew in your ends. So let's get started. Let me find my pull in. And you will start with a chain of 70. And I would suggest if your neck is bigger, or if you like a looser neck, then you should start with a longer chain. Okay, so I could not find the middle pull, so we're just going to go ahead and start. So you want to start with your H hook, and you want to do a slip knot however you do your slip knot. I do mine, I just wrap it over my fingers and pull through. So you want to make a chain of 70, and to chain you yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, pull through loop, and that is 5. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I will meet you when you get to your chain of 70. So I have done my 70 chains, and you want to pull it out, make sure it's not twisted, pull all the way across, make sure it's not twisted, and you want to slip stitch into your first chain. And now you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do a double crochet into your next chain. And I like to crochet over my tail, so I have to sew it in at the end. So double crochet, and a double crochet is yarn over, go into your chain, grab a yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go to your next chain, grab a yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your double crochet. And you want to double crochet in each chain around. So I will meet you when we get to the end of the round. So just do double crochets in each chain around, and I'll meet you at the end. So I am finished with my double crochets, and then you want to slip stitch into the top of your chain 3. Then you want to chain 2, and now we're going to be doing front post and back post double crochets. So yarn over, and you go under your first double crochet, grab your yarn, and you do a double crochet. That's a front post. Back post, yarn over, you go behind your stitch, behind the double crochet, and up and through, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your back post. Another front post, and a back post behind the double crochet and through, front post, go under your stitch and grab your yarn, do your double crochet. And that is what you will be doing throughout front post, and back post. So again, for the front post, yarn over, go under your double crochet, grab your yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. For your back post, you yarn over, you go behind the stitch, and go into your opening, you go over the double crochet, go through that opening, grab your yarn, and pull it through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have front post and back post stitches, and that is your repeat all the way around. So I will meet you at the end. Okay, so I am all the way around. So your last stitch should be a back post double crochet, and you want to slip stitch into the top of your chain 2, and chain 2, and again start all over. Front post, next is back post, next stitch is a front post, and you just alternate front and back post stitches all the way around until your you have 8 inches of front post and back post stitches. So that is what you will be doing, front post and back post stitches until you reach 8 inches or 20 centimeters, whichever measurement you use. And I will meet you when I have my 8 inches, and I'll let you know how many that is. So continue front post, back post, slip stitch in the top of your chain 2, and keep repeating front post and back post stitches until you reach 8 inches, and I will meet you there. Okay, so I am back. I have finished this neck part of the hoodie, and I've sewed in my end. So where your seam is from when you started it, that's where you're gonna fold it in half. So let me measure it. And I want to say 23 or 24 rows of the back post and front post. And this is about 8 1/4, and it is 8 inches down. Now hers was a little bit wider, so I really think it depends on how you crochet. So this is the seam, and you just take it and fold it in half, and you're going to be starting on the opposite side of the seam with your J hook. So you're finished with the H hook. Now you're going to be doing your work with your J hook, and you want to put your yarn back on. And I really don't like this yarn. Thought I was gonna like working with it for this project, but I really don't. I've made a hat with this and it worked out pretty good, but I don't like this. It's not my cup of tea. Oh, let me go the other way. Okay. You want to bring your yarn on. And we're going to chain 2. One, 2, and just going to crochet over that tail, and you want to do a half double crochet in the first 6 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then into your 7th stitch, you want to do 2 half double crochets into your 7th stitch. There's 1 and 2. And that is what you'll do all the way around. So 6 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And into the next one, you do 2 half double crochets. So that is the repeat all the way around. So I'll meet you when you get near the end. Okay, so I'm on my last, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is what you should have, 1 unworked. Chain 1, turn your work, and now we're going to be working into the back loop only. So you half double crochets in the back loop only. Yarn over, go into the back loop, back loop, the back loop. You want to go into the back loop only in each stitch around, and in your last stitch you want to do 2 half double crochets into the last stitch. So keep going around, back loop only in each stitch around, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so I'm at my last stitch, and you want to do 2 half double crochets into the very last stitch. That's 1 and 2. Chain 1, turn your work, and again half double crochets into the back loop only. And you go around to the last half double crochet, and you put 2 half double crochets into the last one, and that is your repeat. So you want to do a total of 16 rows or rounds, however you see it, of half double crochets, back loop only, 2 half double crochets into the last stitch, chain 1, turn, and half double crochet around, and 2 half double crochets into the last stitch. So that will be your repeat for a total of 16 rounds, and I will meet you at the end of my 16th round. You see, it makes that nice ridge. Okay, I am on my last few stitches on my 16th row. So again, you're just doing back loop only, half double crochets in the back loop only. And when you get to the last one, you put 2 half double crochets into your last stitch, and then you will be finished with this part of the hoodie. So this is what we have. This is the turtleneck part. This is part of the hoodie. You can see the shape of it. That's 16 rows, and it is, let's see, 7.5 inches, and approximately 12.5 inches wide. So now we're going to move on to the last part of the hoodie. Okay, so what we're going to do is chain 1, turn your work, and now all you're doing is half double crochets in each stitch around. No more increases at the end. So just do half double crochets in each stitch around and chain 1, turn your work, and keep repeating that until you have 14 rows, half double crochets in the back loop only for 14 more rows, and I will meet you at the end of your 14th row. So again, it is no more increases, and you're just doing half double crochets into the back loop only, and when you get to the end, you chain 1 and turn your work, and you just keep going back and forth until you have 14 rows of half double crochets into the back loop only. And I will meet you at the end of the 14th row, and we will go on from there. We are almost finished with the turtleneck hoodie. Okay, I am on my last stitch. Make sure that is the last one. And chain 1 and fasten off. So we'll finish the hoodie. And this is what you should have. Let's see if I can show. That's the hood part of it. And then that's the turtleneck part. So what we will do now, and I put a stitch marker so I would know my stitch count. I'm going to sew in this tail, and then we're going to sew up the hood part. So go ahead and sew in your tail. This will be a quick one. Go in and go into another one. And then I go back this way. And get it in. Cut that off. So that is weaved in. Now you want to put your ends together and get some more yarn and put it on your yarn needle. Okay, so you want to put your ends together and sew them up. you're just going to go back and forth like you're sewing a hem. Okay. Make sure your stitches are together opposite one another, so you get a nice even seam back and forth. Okay, so just make sure your seam is together, and you just keep going back and forth and until you get to the end. So all the way across, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I am at the end. Make a little knot there. And then you want to sew in your, or weave in, I should say, weave in your tails. And I will see you back after you weave in your tails. Okay, all of my tails are weaved in. So now what you want to do is turn it inside out. And this is what you have. And you want to take the neck part of it. As you can see, that's the opening. So you want to take the neck part and turn it in. And fold it down. This is a tight visual here. You can see, and I will put it on my mannequin's head so that you can see exactly what it looks like.